Hi and welcome, legends. A quick update here on the price of Bitcoin. I see there's a lot of fear in the market. We're going down to lower prices. Let's quickly do a higher time frame overview here on the price of Bitcoin. And also remember, 3 of my favorite exchanges that I currently use to do all of my trading: Bybit, Blowfin, and 𝗞𝗍cie. With Blowfin and 𝗞𝗍cie, you don't need to KYC. I have heard that with 𝗞𝗍cie, you might have to start KYCing in June, July, where with Blowfin, for now, no KYC required. Also, when you click on this link down in the description, you will see when you open it up, you will land on a page like this by signing up only with an email and password using the link down in the description. Then you can go to copy trading over here and you can go and search for me, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍 Trades, right? You'll see when you scroll a little bit down, there's a little search feature over here, and there you can write 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍. And just it will bring me up here and you can go and copy my trades. I will start trading here in the near future. Also remember, there are only 200 spots available. Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin here quick. Right, legends, looking at the price of Bitcoin, I've just zoomed out here onto the 12-hour time frame, and there's a couple of things I just quickly want to recap and go through over here. Okay, zooming into this little structure, during my live stream of today, we discussed this little move here. Let me just switch this on, Fib retracement, there we go, where I highlighted I want this 786 level to hold, and it was also in confluence with the 1.618, but we didn't get the reaction that I was hoping for. So even going here onto the 4-hour over here, you can see that we didn't get that reaction that I was looking for, and this looks more impulsive here to the downside than purely being a corrective structure, which is concerning at the moment, and it does look like we're on our way down here to come and claim the liquidity below these lows. Right, remember what I also mentioned during the live stream is that this to me was, for now, based on this structure, the last line in the sand to still have that, to give the bulls that chance to go and claim the all-time highs, which we have now lost. And probability states that if we even have to get a bounce here from where we are right now, because we've hit the 0.88, any move away has a higher probability of being corrective, and perhaps we don't know how high this bounce can go, perhaps a sweep of the lows with the bounce over here, SFPing from these highs and these highs over here, where I'll just take a fib from this bottom to the new bottom that we're going to form, but we'll analyze the price when we get there. For now, the only thing I do want to highlight is that yes, we can bounce from where we are right now, but because we hit the 0.88, it does seem, and the probabilities increase, that any move away from it is corrective and not impulsive anymore, which almost tells me that the probabilities of claiming the all-time highs from where we are right now is drastically decreasing. Okay, so it does look like we want to come and claim these lows, and therefore I just want to zoom out a bit and analyze what we are looking at right now. Okay, back here on the 12-hour time frame, what I want to show everyone is this is kind of what I'm still looking at here. Okay, keeping it very simple, you can see I've got a trend connecting these lows over here with these lows over here. So from a simplicity perspective, without keeping it complicated, if we do lose this level with some high volume and, you know, selling pressure kicking in here from a red perspective, we could find ourselves bouncing here on the trend, consolidating. You want to see a sign of selling pressure slowing down. Okay, you don't want to see this just impulses after impulse here to the downside. So the clue that I'm looking for here is to say that, well, if we do find momentum here to the downside, let's see how we react at this trend, and it could get choppy, it could get rangy, and then we start turning around, still keeping the market, the bullish market structure intact, where you have a low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low. And you can see, even if we had to lose the trend over here, you can see that we can still come down a little bit deeper, even tap here the 2.618, grabbing all the liquidity below these lows, and still have a bullish macro structure here to the upside, where you're still making higher highs, okay, and higher lows for continuation here to the upside. So I'm just trying to paint the most bearish case scenarios here at the moment as well. Right, legends, the other thing that I quickly wanted to show you is that when you take a fib from the low to the all-time highs that we've made over here, you can see that we are struggling here by the 0.382 level right over here. If we lose the 0.382, we can definitely still come and bounce here by the 50% fib level, where there's a small consolidation. When you zoom into smaller time frames, there's a small consolidation area over here, which I think a lot of people will overlook. There's also a point of control in that area, right, in confluence with the 50% fib level, and it's also considered a fourth wave target for bullish momentum to continue to the upside if we're still going to make a fifth wave here to the upside, where it basically looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and you want the 50% fib level to be your deep correction for the fourth wave, expecting another fifth wave here to the upside, claiming the all-time highs over here. Okay, so this is definitely still a scenario that I have on the cards over here, is to say don't overlook the 50% fib level over here. because I do think that everyone will be expecting a bounce here by the 0.618, which is an obvious bouncing level, but definitely we can lose the 50% FIB level where we have a nice consolidation area over here. It's in confluence with the 0.618, and it also has confluence with the trend, depending on how steep we reject here to the downside for that possible bounce that can take us again here to all-time high levels. Right, all I'm trying to highlight over here is that you could get the bounce at the 50% FIB level without even hitting the 0.618. Okay, then the last thing I quickly want to share with you guys over here is the timing relationship between the impulses and the corrections. Right, legends, looking at Bitcoin still on the 12-hour, just want to show you the time relationship between this impulse and the current correction, which tell me that there is still a chance that even if we correct here to the downside and perhaps we bounce here on the 50% FIB level, you can see that this impulse and this correction is now almost at the 1-to-1 ratio. This 1-to-1 ratio is here exactly at 3 May of next month. Okay, so there's still a possibility that we can make a deeper correction here and then bounce here by the 1-to-1 ratio, where this impulse has now corrected itself by the 1-to-1 ratio, expecting momentum here back to the upside. Thanks for watching, legends. I hope this bearish news was not too depressing. I'm just trying to paint all the scenarios that could potentially play out should we lose the structure and go down to lower levels. But by all means, I do want to highlight that we can still keep this ranging structure intact and just range for a little bit longer before we see the breakout. But obviously, like I've highlighted, once we lose that bigger FIB level at the 382, we can definitely see ourselves hitting the 50% FIB level and also that 0.618 at around $50,000. Thanks for watching. Until the next one, cheers for now.